right now, just as Saeed said at the beginning of his presentation, an incredible founding partner of this organization, of this event, we have someone coming to the stage from Mercedes-Benz. And as mentioned, their 140th anniversary. They've got cars that you can see in here if you want to check out some new innovations. And of course, get some cool pictures, because why not while you're here? But for right now, to welcome to the stage, please help me with a very big round of applause for the Vice President of Innovations and Operations Development at Mercedes-Benz, Ida. Welcome.
So, hi everyone. When Saeed and the team asked me to speak today to open up this amazing event, I was really honored. It's a pleasure to see so many innovators, partners, founders, and colleagues. So I'm really happy to be here. Speaking at such an important event, and we can see it really big up here, 10 years of Startup Autobahn is a big issue. If you're not good, you aren't going to be around for 10 years. So I asked myself, what can I tell those people? So is there something that's interesting for them? I mean, I'm standing between them and the real cool stuff that's happening outside when you look at all the pavilions. So I decided to bring you a story. And what does every good story have in common? It's easy, it's just 3 things. It's a hero. The hero needs to solve a problem or get rid of an obstacle. And almost every time, he needs some allies to help him do that. So this is actually our story as well. And you mentioned it, Saeed, Mercedes-Benz is celebrating 140 years of innovation this year. But it all started with 2 heroes, not just 1, but 2, Gottlieb Daimler and Carl Benz. Both of them had an idea and wanted to solve a problem. The problem of mobility. Getting from A to B was not really comfortable. You only could use horses. So the distances you were able to travel were not that long. So that was the problem those heroes tried to solve. And yes, they started in a garden shed. Although those 2 never met, they both worked on the same idea. And both of them could not have done it without some allies. So if you look at Gottlieb Daimler, for example, he had Wilhelm Maybach. And it was actually Wilhelm Maybach who came up with a light, high-speed engine that could really power a vehicle. So without Wilhelm Maybach, everything Gottlieb Daimler dreamed of would have stayed a dream. So he needed him. Carl Benz, the even nicer story, his biggest ally was his wife, Bertha Benz. And she was so much more than just his wife. She invested her own money into his company, even when it didn't look good. And she was the one who took the car in 1888 on a test drive from Mannheim to Pforzheim, 100 kilometers, to prove that it works. Because in the end, all of you know that the best idea is worthless if you can't prove that it works. And that's the first point to then be able to scale. And we all know we kind of did it back then. Because starting in a garden shed, we are now, as Mercedes, one of the most valuable car brands in the world. And we are proud of that. So you now might say, nice, that's a happy ending to a story. It is, but it's not. Because it's just 1 chapter. We are still writing some more. And of course, I brought some proof.
Shining bright above you.
In 1886, a patent grew into a promise. Mobility will move the world. We turned an idea into an industry and innovation into true value. From compressors to ABS, to airbags and intelligent machines, firsts that matter. We made design become iconic, quality a benchmark others measure against, safety a principle, not a feature. But this isn't about the past. It's about tomorrow. About staying the brand that changes the game. About about leading the next 140 years of the automotive industry. And as leaders, we never stand still. We move first. Unified by a collective vision. Driven by purpose. Together, we show character when uncertainty grows. We act with confidence when others hesitate. Together, we turn ambition into action. And action into progress. They see boundaries. We see blueprints. Not driven apart, but united by pressure. Transforming it into momentum. To deliver the next first. Because we don't predict the future. We build it.
So and that's exactly, yes, you can clap, of course. That's exactly where you guys come into play. The future will not be built by us alone, and we don't want to do that. We want to collaborate because we really think that the greatest ideas emerge when more parties, more minds, and more diversity come together. And this is exactly why we're so proud to be here and celebrate the 10th anniversary of Startup Autobahn. And as I talked about our story, it is the same with Startup Autobahn. I mean, we had a hero. We had people coming together, teaming up, being allies, and solving the problem that innovation evolved. It was not just at one place, in one industry. It was all over the place. And building a platform, or even more an ecosystem like you called it, is exactly what we needed. And yes, of course, this is also just a chapter, but I brought some proof. So just looking at ourselves, those are three things that we are involved with, that we are really, really proud of, that started here with you guys from Startup Autobahn and all the great innovators here. So for example, Phononic Vibes, a lightweight material that gets you weight out of the car without compromising on the acoustic performance of the car. Cognition, I think most of you guys know. Just last week, we had a vibe coding session with every top management executive in the RD from Mercedes-Benz. And they all loved it and are now really infected with AI and what you can do with that. And of course, Modern Meadow. This is a biotech material. It's a leather alternative. And it's out of recycled tires and bio-based proteins. So you can see that right in this car in our AMG GT XX. And as you know, and now can see, obviously, you don't have to compromise on how it looks or on the aesthetics while having something that is really sustainable. So why am I here today and speaking to you? Because we know that times are tough out there, and we know that we do have all some restrictions. We know that cost work is important and necessary. We also know that improvement is important and necessary. But what we also know is what I wrote down on the slide. This is not enough for innovation, and we need that as well. So what we want to do is we want to define or preserve what defined us. We want to disrupt what limits us. And the most important thing, we want to create something that inspires. And this is where you come into play. And to make sure that we are involved and we are committed, I brought with me the 3 principles that we just decided on at Mercedes-Benz. So this is something we will stand behind. And this is something where we will measure ourselves against. So what is an innovation for us? We will ask ourselves, is this new to the world, or is it at least new to the market? And if it's not, it's maybe still a great improvement or great add-on, but it's not an innovation. Does it solve a meaningful customer problem or create a compelling customer desire? Because we do not want to innovate for innovate's sake. We want to innovate for what's most important. And that's our customer. And the third one, does it involve real uncertainty around the solution, market, or business model? Why? Because each and everyone should, at least in the beginning, feel a little bit ashamed when telling his idea. Because if he or she is not, it's probably not important enough. So we want to go real big and bet on innovation. So the one thing I would ask you to take away today is, we are ready. I hope you're ready as well. Let's make some big, bold moves. Let's bet. Let's try some stuff out. Not everything will work. We will probably not be able to scale all of it, but some of it. And that will be enough already. And please be our speedboats. We have the ability to scale. We have the engineering excellence. And yes, we do also have creativity and innovation spirit. But you have that as well. And if we combine that, we can just win. And we had a meeting earlier today here in the Witzmann Areal, and there was a quote on the wall. And it said, impact does not happen in isolation. It requires collective work. And I think that's so true to all of you guys sitting here, to everything that Said and Sasha built, and actually to everything that we want to build together with you. So let's define the next era together. Please enjoy the day, and thank you so much.